It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, February 23rd, 2016. Good morning to you all on this lovely Tuesday morning, February 23rd, 2016. Here are your news and eyes. Here are our top story at 8 o'clock in this Tuesday morning. It is Donald J. Trump's Republican rivals are seeking to make a stand against him in the Nevada caucus on Tuesday. Their last chance to slow his momentum before dozens of states vote on the party's presidential nomination next week. Apple Incorporated on Monday urged the creation of government battle and encryption, the latest novel in a standoff over a locked iPhone linked to the San Bernardino shooting that has escalated a public relations battle between the revered technology. Jason Brian Dalton, the man suspected in the weekend's shooter spree in Kalamazoo, Michigan, faces 6 counts of murder, but even his rate been heard. When shed no light on this motive. Caesar winds away faster than any time in the past 2,800 years. Britain's referendum on its membership of the European Union isn't just a threat to the pound, it's raising currency market prices across the continent. The Hague, Netherlands, a passenger train is derailed after hitting a crane on a crossing near the central Dutch town of Delfzijl, and media reports that an unknown number of passengers are injured. Damascus, Syria. The Syrian government had made umbrella for the Syrian opposition and rebel groups announced Tuesday that the conditional acceptance of the proposed U.S. Ratak, India, a political ally of the Prime Minister, the money was shut down on Tuesday by a crowd angered by Iran in the Haryana that destroyed business paralyzed transport and cut water supplies to metropolitan Delhi. Athens, Greek police started removing migrants from the Greek magnitude over on Tuesday after initial passage restrictions were imposed by Ambassador. The 40 days left under the stranded wall of move were ferried up from islands of Greece to Spain, Paris. Washington satellite images show China may be installed in the high-frequency radar system in the Spratly Islands that could significantly boost its ability to control to disputed South China Sea. In Melbourne, a group of 16 drunken and rowdy passengers first claimed they were kicked off a flight from Melbourne to Sydney. The Battle of African American Celebrating back in voters continue to be a major part of the Democratic nominating contest this week. Confidence was high that the parts of Alabama who had to deal with severe weather on Tuesday, including a few strong tornadoes. A storm prediction center said that the greatest chance of severe storms will be across parts of South Alabama. Friends and we look for a miracle for Caroline McCollum after a car accident a week ago left the former Miss New Jersey outside as a critical condition with severe brain injuries. In Fredericksburg, Maryland, federal agencies and nonprofit groups offered a $1 to $10,000 reward for information about the deaths of 13 bald eagles discovered on and near a Maryland farm. Washington, Donna Seymour, the CIO for the Office of Personal Management, presided ahead of the Congress hearing over the agency's massive data breach. San Francisco, Napa Valley wine pioneer Peter Badavi helped transport the Napa Valley, Northern California, one of the premier wine regions world set at the age of 101. Los Angeles have hikers fallen to death on Mount Baldy, the third such death in the mountain near Los Angeles in a month. In local news, Gordon Penman may be from Massachusetts, but he says he's family impressed enough from renowned Governor Gene and Raimondo donate $1,000 to came in as Penman, a former Mansfield resident, said he knew Raimondo before she entered the politics from his time working in Providence. He said he found her to be bright and talented. He contributed to the cause when she ran for the treasurer than the governor, as Penman is far the only person from Massachusetts supporting the Ocean State governor. In Attleboro, an across the board $2 per ticket price increase could be in the offering for patrons at the Cape Park Zoo. Mansfield for the second straight year, the South Common will be covered with American flags from Memorial Day Flag Day to honor the military community and personal heroes. Norfolk, a local horse farm has been issued a lesson to continue to stage a rodeo type horse event to entertain neighbors. In Attleboro, a defense lawyer for a city man Monday called an influence meth lab found in the Wisconsin Department of Med first chemistry experiment after the brainchild of the sophisticated crystal methamphetamine dealer. Attleboro, with lines more in the background, the city took time out Monday to dedicate a memorial event to the Cape Park with the late mayor, Jewett with H. Robin, who served Attleboro in numerous capacities for more than 40 years. In Fitchburg, Massachusetts, remains found in the Boston Park more than 20 years ago to find as a missing Fitchburg woman as a woman killed and buried at the Stony Brook Reservation in the city's Hyde Park neighborhood in 1994. Boston. The number of single-family homes sold in Massachusetts jumped 25% in January compared to the same month in 2015. River appear to be a plaintiff factor. London, Standard Chartered PLC on Tuesday reported the first annual loss since 1989 after the number of bad loans in its books soared and in the market cost restriction program. European stocks fell after the Development Bank in China reduced the yuan's reference rate by most in 6 weeks. New York Starbucks has changed the terms under the rewards program so the people wouldn't spend around $5 or less per visit won't get as many as freebies. U.S. stocks continue to rally money after having a tally in their best week since last November has rebounded. Fueled market sentiments and investors are concentrated on a concern with the possible exit of Britain. As of now, up to trade at 67 points at 6620.66, SP 5 at 1945.50, and Nasdaq 4070.61. In Calgary, Alberta, Canadian energy company Suncor said that with most of the shares of rival Canadian oil said limited control of lighter oils on the path that is listed. London, a British industry body said that the North Sea energy sector in long period decline with less than $1.4 billion new spending expected in 2016. Washington, a Mumbai refinery has been in the U.S. Midwest gasoline prices higher than average as the sector's moved to capture low oil movements and less fats. Leptodons, who lived in the thousands of years ago, look like car-sized individuals. Scientists studied that the DNA is the fact they were recent and animal similar physical appearance. They are armadillos. That has tremendously affected force in the West United States. Researchers said the harmful effects might spread across the country. If you ever get a struggle alone with a spare part of lab plants, consider these astronauts on the International Space Station. While deliveries are not exactly regular, and they're supposed to travel to extra. Man wrestled shot posted a photo of the Florida beach. London, a Scottish nurse who recovered in the Ebola and then suffered life-threatening complication from the virus persisted on a brain has been admitted to the hospital for the third time at a hospital in Scotland said on Tuesday. A drug that prevents mother-and child HIV transmission affects the development of unborn babies that children whose mothers were into the antiretroviral regimens that contain antiretroviral drug pregnancy and lower scores in the social and emotional language. Planned PCR, the left main can be managed safely in patients undergoing TAVR, resulted in 1 year mortality rates and similar to those in patients undergoing TAVR alone, according to results of the registry study principles in the March 1st, 2016 issue. The human papillomavirus vaccine has slashed rates of HPV strains given by the vaccine by more than half of the teens and a third among women in their 20s. By the new study, and that's before the newest vaccine and with greater coverage. In Newton, Massachusetts, midnight each span of West Lake Road and moving after the roll versus the pole was step bears down, closes down the roadway. Peter Challenger's high, 808, tied out for sports report. Last night, the Boston Celtics fall to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 124-122. Boston Bruins fall to the Cubs, Blue Jackets 6-4. The North Atlantic boys basketball team lose to the Hawkland Hillglories to end the regular season, 56-28 and not high. A proposed three-team trade involving Cincinnati Reds, Toronto Blue Jays, and Los Angeles Angels in the stack Monday night during the medical review of the players involved, sources told ESPN's Buster Dolly. Peter Challenger's time, 808. Time after travel report on this Tuesday morning. Let's study off down in Providence, the vicinity where 95 in the southbound side, so from second all the way at the downtown Providence here. 95 in the northbound side, so from Route 37 and walk all the way at the downtown Providence here. At Route 195, 195 in the westbound side, so from 114 in East Providence all the way at the downtown Providence here. 95 northbound in the northbound side, we're going to accident before 6-10 connector in Providence, so expect a delay. 6-10 connector slope from Route 6 to Route 95. Route 6 in the eastbound side, so before the 6-10 connector here. 295 in the northbound side, so from West Warwick all the way to Route 12 in Crescent here. Get to the next one at 295 in the northbound side, Route 37 in Crescent, and get to the next accident at 295 northbound Route 12 in Crescent here. 146 in the southbound side, is so from North Smithfield all the way to Route 99, Lincoln Manor, 99 northbound side, so from 126 to Lincoln to Route 122 Woodstock here. Newport Bridge to the westbound side. It's also after Route 138. Otherwise, James said Newport and Meadow Bridges are looking good here. Route 6 looking from Samuel down Orleans. 20 is looking good from Borden to Falmouth here. 485 on the northbound side, so from 44 in the middle to Route 24 to Rated Mirror. 95 on the northbound side, also after 485 in Mansfield. 24 on the northbound side here. It's slow from Hertz from 139, so all the way to Route 120 to do the next 24 to the northbound side between Hertz and Boulevard and Avon and Route 139 is something there. Route 3 to the northbound side, it is slow from Derby Street to Hingham all the way to the Braintree split here. 95 to the northbound side is slow around Route 128 in Canton. 120 to the northbound side, so from 37 to Route 28 in Braintree Randolph section here. South Expressway and southbound side is over the Dorchester northbound South Expressway, so from the branches, but all the way at the South Boston here. Mass Park in the eastbound side is slow from 128 and west and all the way at the Yalston Barton tolls here. 120 on the northbound side, so from 135 and Needham all the way out to Waltham here. 128 on the southbound side, so from Reddit all the way at the Woburn and hit the brakes again from Route 3 Belton all the way at the Waltham here. 120 on the northbound side, so from 95 and PWD all the way at the Denvers here. 93 on the southbound side, so from Reddit all the way out to the Zachem Bridge here. Route 1 on the southbound side, so from Route 6 to the Revere all the way out to Route 93 in Boston here. That's back on the westbound side. It's slow from Logan Airport to South Boston via the 10 Wolf Tunnel. 7 Tunnel slow. Cal Tunnel's looking good here. 495 on the northbound side. The low on the Milford stretch and hit the brakes again before Route 90 in the Hopkinton and Westboro sections here. Route 3 on the southbound side, so from 495 low to Billerick and hit the brakes again before 120 in Burlington here. 93 on the southbound side. We'll also have Route 125 in North Andover here. In Worcester, 290 eastbound side, so from 146 in Worcester all the way out to Route 9 here. And in Springfield, I-91 in the northbound side, so from 57 in Agawam to 291 in Springfield here. And in Hartford, 91 in the southbound side, so from 291 all the way to I-84. 91 in the northbound side, so from Rocky Hill all the way out to Route 9 here. And around the I-84 to the eastbound side, it is slow from Farmington all the way out to downtown Hartford around Route 91 here. Route 9 on the northbound side, it is over the Middletown stretch here. I-84 on the westbound side, it is slow from Middlebury all the way up to Newtown. I-84 to the eastbound side, it's slow for the Waterbury stretch here. 95 on the southbound side, so from Fairfield all the way up to Norwalk, and then breaks again from Sanford to the Greenwich here. On the southbound and northbound sides of I-95 here. Added to here on 95 on the southbound side, get after around Route 91, so expect delays at 95 southbound around Route 91 to New Haven here. 395 looking good for the New London to the Worcester here. Up in Vermont, it's looking good here. On I-89 on the northbound side, we get an accident here around the Grantham stretch, so expect some delays here. But otherwise, highways and reps are looking good here. Main turn back on the northbound side, also around the York Toll Plaza here. 95 is looking good. Otherwise, from York to Augusta via Portland here. On the main turnback, 295 looking good for Portland to Augusta, and 95 looking good for Mount Augusta Holton via Bangor here. Okay, look at MBTA alerts at 8:13 here. Subway system's looking good here on the conveyor rail. Looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Cheldusab is now 8:13 on this. To the ball, and here, time for a weather report here on this. To the ball, and here, and it's a little cloudy, and it's clear start to your ball, and here. And looking at radar, it shows a little line of rain showers way south of the Long Island. And we got a hazard with weather outlook because day 1 today tonight hazard weather not expected time, but day 2 for 7. Wednesday for Monday, Wednesday for 9 and Thursday, heavy rain expected weather. Potential for urban and port drainage flooding in addition. Strong southerly winds are possible, which result in damage along the southern and southeastern shorelines as well as across the coastal plain. There also be a risk of splash shoulder possible minor coastal flooding along the Rhode Island south coast and possibly adjacent parts of the Massachusetts south coast during the Thursday morning night time. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Here, For today, a slight chance of rain in between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. and a chance of snow. Clouds got about 400 degrees. Common for Kevin man 5 to 8 miles an hour morning. Chest patches 4%. Little no circulation expected. Tonight, snow likely before 11 p.m. Then snow and sleep between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Then rain after 2 a.m. Low end 29 degrees. 80 to about 9 miles an hour. Chest patches 8%. New sleep condition with 2 inches as possible. Wednesday, rain high 42 degrees. North freezing around 5 to 7 miles an hour. Chest patches 8%. New Pittsburgh amounts between a quarter and half an inch possible. Wednesday, rain low around 44 degrees. South about 7 to 11 miles an hour. Gust size 28 miles an hour. Chest patches 9%. New Pittsburgh between half to 3/4 inch possible. Thursday, rain possibly a thunderstorm before 9 a.m. Then rain likely to be higher than 59 degrees. Then south about 15 miles. Gust size 31 miles an hour. Chest patches 8%. Thursday night, chest rain before midnight. Most gusts got about 33 degrees. And chest patches 4%. Friday, parts of the most gusts got about 39 about 21 degrees. Sunday, podcast got about 38 about 27 degrees. Sunday, most of the gusts, some podcasts got about 43 to about 28 degrees. And for Monday, chest rain and snow showers. Plus, that's got about 47 degrees. And chest patches 30%. Not temperature sending at 28 degrees with clear skies. Give it a day, 1%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, February 23rd, 2016. People, so we have a good morning and good passage and have a good day.